welcome back everyone. In the last video we dealt about the autotrophic nutrition where we studied about the photosynthesis, and in this video we will be studying about the structure of leaf, as well as we'll also be taking up the mechanism of action of stomata. Okay, so firstly coming to leaf, okay, in the first line what I have written is chlorophyll are present in chloroplast. Okay, chloroplast are the organelles present in the leaf where the chlorophyll are present. All right, so now coming to the feature of chloroplast, it consists of two membrane. Inside the inner membrane there is stroma. You see this picture, okay, though it is not so perfect, but just you see out here I have drawn 1 and 2, right? Two membranes. This is inner membrane and this is outer membrane, and inside the inner membrane what is there? There is stroma. All these part they are stroma. The background part are stroma. Okay, in the stroma there are flat structure called thylakoids. Okay, flat structure like this. Okay, these are thylakoids. Okay, this one is known as thylakoid, but in group they are known as grana. All right, you see I have written grana. The group of thylakoids are known as grana, but the single flattened structure it is known as thylakoid. Okay, and there are two membrane, that is inner membrane and outer membrane, and all this structure they are present inside the inner membrane. Okay, and these thylakoids are actually green in color. Since I don't have green marker, I have drawn it in red. Okay, pardon me for that. These are actually green in color, and the pigment known as chlorophyll are actually present in this thylakoid. Okay, and you see the chloroplast are found in the mesophyll cell. You come to this picture. In the picture what you can see, there is upper cuticle, right, and then there is upper epidermis, and then in between there is mesophyll cells, and then at the bottom there is lower epidermis where there are stomata also. You can see the patches of chloroplast, those are present in the cell which is present between the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis, isn't it? And those cells are known as mesophyll cells. And the reason where the mesophyll cells are present, there are a lot of air spaces also. Okay, so now coming to cuticle. Cuticle are the waxy layer that is present at the upper surface of leaf. Okay, when we see leaf, the upper surface of leaf is shiny, but lower surface it is matte. Okay, why is that? Because the upper surface of the leaf contain a waxy kind of coating, and that is known as cuticle. Okay, but there is the absence of cuticle in the lower surface. That is the reason why there are the presence of stomata. Alright, this the function of cuticle is it makes sure that there is no transpiration happening. Okay, if there would be stomata at the upper part of the leaf, then you think it would get the direct sunlight, because of which there would be excess loss of water from the plant. Okay, to avoid the water loss, the cuticles they are present at the upper part and the stomata they are present at the lower part. Okay, in the diagram showing the picture of leaf, the middle line is known as midrib. There are the veins arising from the midrib, and the portion of the leaf between two veins are known as lamina. And at the cross section of midrib we can see the vascular bundle, that is xylem and phloem. Now coming to stomata, children, they are the tiny pore at the lower leaf enclosed by the guard cell. Okay, if this is a leaf, this is upper part of the leaf and this is lower part of the leaf. Stomata are the tiny pore present at the lower part of the leaf. All right, and it is enclosed by the guard cell. The guard, by name itself, it suggests that it guards the opening and closing of stomata. Okay, guard cell regulates the opening and closing of the pore, as I told you. Now this line is very important. You listen to this carefully. Okay, this you have to build this concept so that you can answer any kind of question. All right, guard cell shrinks when the plant does not need CO2. Okay, why do stomata they open? I told you when I was teaching photosynthesis that the stomata they open in order to intake CO2, right? And if the plant do not require CO2, will it open the stomata? No, because there will be water loss. It wants to avoid the water loss as much as possible. So if it is having CO2 already, then why will it open the stomata pore, right? At that time what happens in the guard cell? Let's see that. Okay, the guard cell shrinks. See, for example, two palm of mine, it is guard cell. Okay, so whenever the guard cell swells up, then what happens? The water will enter the guard cell. So if water will enter the guard cell, then what happens? It will tend to swell, and if it soils, then what happens? Slowly and slowly and slowly it becomes like this. So there is a pore, right? This is the opening of stomata. Now the plant, they do not need CO2. Okay, so it want to close the stomatal pore. Then what happens? The water releases out from the guard cell, and slowly and slowly and slowly guard cell shrinks. Okay, this is what happens when the guard cell swells, and this is what happens when guard cell shrinks. So you can make it out that when the guard cell swells, then what happens? The stomata pore is opening, and when the guard cell shrinks, the stomata pore is closing. Okay? How does this happens? When the water enter the guard cell, जब पानी guard cell के अंदर चले जाते हैं, तो क्या होता है कि guard cell फूल जाते हैं. फूलने से क्या होता है? वो ऐसे बल्ज हो जाते हैं. तो बल्ज होने से क्या हुआ? पोर क्रिएट हुआ. अगर पानी गार्ड सेल से बाहर निकल गए तो क्या हुआ? अब गार्ड सेल धीरे 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 श्रिंक होने लगते हैं, तो पोर भी क्या होता है? क्लोज हो जाता है. ठीक है. लाइन आई हैव रिटन वेयर एज इट स्वेल्स, that is water enters and open for CO2 uptake. Okay, whenever the plant they want to uptake CO2, then water entered the guard cell, and then the guard cell swells off, hence the stomatal pore will open. And whenever the plant they do not require CO2, then what happens? The water leaves the guard cell, and then the guard cell shrink, and hence the stomatal pore will also close. Okay. Now coming to next, you see the picture out here, you will be more clear now. This is the picture showing the swelling of the guard cell, and this is the picture showing the shrinkage of the guard cell. These two bean shaped structure or the kidney shaped structure, which you can tell, they are known as guard cell. Okay, pore between is the stomatal pore, and the cell present in the guard cell, the cell those are embedded in the guard cell, are known as chloroplast. So enter the guard cell and it swells. Okay, water leaves the guard cell and it shrinks. When it is shrinking, you see stomatal pore, it is very small, and when the guard cell it is swelling, the stomatal pore it is very big. Okay, that means this is a actual pore from where the exchange of the gases takes place. Okay, so the last question I want to ask you is, what is the reason that the stomatal pore it opens and closes? To perform which process? You tell me the answer of that. Okay, I studied the mechanism of closing and opening of stomata, and we also saw that the exchange of gases happens through stomata, but it is not only restricted to stomata. Apart from stomata, they can also exchange the gases from stem, roots. Alright, so coming on to the last part of the topic, you see, apart from energy requirement, plant also need essential mineral nutrition. Okay, what does this mean is, apart from glucose as an energy source, okay, plant also need other mineral nutrients. Okay, like we take vitamins, minerals, right? In the same way, plant also they need those all traces element. Okay, I mean to say is, see, do you only take rice? Do you only take chapati? No, we take so many things. We take fruits also, isn't it? We take Horlicks also, we take Bonvita also, we take different variety of things. Then only all the essential nutrients which our body require is fulfilled. But by photosynthesis, okay, plant can only meet the glucose requirement, that is energy requirement, but the mineral nutrition, all the different kind of minerals, okay, those are not reached to plant by the process of photosynthesis itself. Okay, so what need plant do? Plant they need to take up those nutrition directly from the soil with the help of root. Okay, you see here, this is a picture of root. Okay, and these are the root hair. Alright, with the help of the root hairs, the plant they absorb the mineral nutrition from the soil. Apart from the mineral nutrition, it also absorb water. Okay, so plant need essential mineral nutrients, and they obtain those mineral nutrition through roots. Okay, with the help of root hairs. Plant uptake nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, magnesium, water, etc. from root. Okay, nitrogen is a very essential component for protein synthesis. Okay, apart from other elements, nitrogen is such an element which is very essential for the protein synthesis, because it is the basic component which forms a protein. Okay, what is disadvantage over here is plant cannot take nitrogen directly from the soil. If it cannot take the elemental nitrogen directly from the soil, that is, it cannot take N2 directly, okay, then what can it do? It can take nitrogen by two other method, and those method is, first is in the inorganic form, in the form of nitrate and nitrites. Okay, nitrate and nitrites are the compound of nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrate and nitrite, it cannot take the nitrogen directly, so what it does, it takes compound formed by nitrogen and oxygen. Second method by which the plant can take nitrogen is with the help of the nitrogen fixing bacteria. Okay, these are the bacteria which lives on the root nodules. They help the plant to fix the nitrogen from the soil. Okay, in this video we studied about the leaf, isn't it? We studied about stomata, and we also studied how the root helps the plant to uptake different kind of mineral nutrition. Alright, and in the next video we'll be proceeding forward with heterotrophic nutrition, and then we will be again moving to the nutrition in humans. Till then, keep safe, keep learning, and don't forget to subscribe and share the channel. Thank you.